Okay, we're experimenting today with me standing up, being in a different location. I was going to originally do it outside, but you guys, it's kind of cold out there. So I am inside. I turned the heater on. I just got back home from class. But I asked you all if you wanted to know what I felt or what my experience is. And the number one thing that helped me be or helped me make my mindset adjustments. And I'm telling you, number one, and I tell this to everybody on YouTube, I made a whole mini series about it. Number one is you have to be more mindful and more aware. Okay? You can't make the changes you need to make if you're not aware of the things you're currently doing. If you're not aware of the thoughts and the beliefs and the emotions you're currently experiencing or saying or thinking, you're not going to be able to adjust them. You're not going to be able to redirect them if you don't know how to stop it when it's occurring. The first step is to be aware that it's even occurring, okay? I struggled with this a lot because I wouldn't realize it until I was so deep into that negativity, or so deep into that limiting belief and those thoughts that I had, that it was so hard to come back. You know, when you think one thought and then another comes and then another and another, and it gets worse and worse and worse, and then next thing you know, you've dug a hole so deep you can't get out of it until maybe something distracts you or something takes your mind off it, you know. But if you're aware when that first pops up, then you can redirect it, you can adjust it. So two things that helped me be more mindful, helped me be more aware of those things. Number one is meditation, okay? The goal of meditation is to quiet the mind. Let that inner you or the universe, whatever you want to call it, talk to you, right? But those of us who meditate, or those of us that have tried meditating, we know that you don't just sit there and automatically your thoughts are quieted, right? No. If anything, it seems like they're going even faster than they were before, right? That's okay. I'm letting you know that that's fine. During this process of meditation, be aware that those thoughts are coming. Redirect yourself back to your breathing or back to the guided meditation. Those of you that struggle, do the guided meditation. You don't have to do this alone, okay? I personally prefer guided meditation because I have something to revert back to when I notice my mind is going where it shouldn't be going, right? I just redirect it. But you have to be aware in order to redirect it. So meditation helps with that, okay? So don't get upset when you're realizing that these are the thoughts that you're having, okay? It's completely normal. I'm telling you, there's not like a single person on this earth that hasn't had similar thoughts, or that hasn't gone through similar emotions, or similar belief patterns, or not a single person, okay? They may have figured out how to regulate it and stuff better than you and faster than you did, but that's okay. I'm telling you, everybody has these slight troubles, right? But as you meditate, as you're more aware of it, then it becomes easier to redirect it. The other thing that helped me was reading the book Mindfulness by Teresa Teresa Watts. Okay, sorry. I wanted to say Walsh. I don't know where that came from. Teresa Watts, okay, is the author of the book called Mindfulness. And she gives you like little things to be mindful over. Like we're not addressing the thoughts and stuff just yet. In the beginning, she talks about being more mindful of like the ground that you're walking on, what you feel beneath your feet. Are you wearing shoes? Are you in the grass? Are you wearing socks? Are you in the dirt? Are you standing on your hardwood floor or your carpet? What are you sitting on? Are you sitting on a wooden chair or your comfy couch? What does it feel like? What does your body feel like? Is your body tired? Is your body energized? Are there some pains maybe? Like just being more aware of your surroundings and your body and what you're feeling and touching and seeing and smelling, in that current moment, right? That current moment. That's a big one. The current moment, okay? And what I want you all to understand too, a big part of this is as you start to realize these are the thoughts you are having, do not beat yourself up over having these thoughts. You should be happy and thankful that you're able to actually pause for a minute. Understand that's the thought you're having so you can redirect it to better serve you, okay? When you beat yourself up and you get so worked up over the fact that you had that negative thought, or you let that limiting belief come back, gosh, you're making it worse. You're making it harder for you because now you're entering that snowball of, oh, I shouldn't have thought that. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. Oh gosh, what does everybody think about me? I'm trying so hard and I'm failing when you just started an hour ago. It's not something that's going to happen overnight. I literally still do this on a daily basis, okay? I still have to be mindful and aware of the thoughts that I'm thinking on a daily basis. And I've been doing that for years. Like, it's not something that goes away, okay? Now, is it much easier for me than it was in the beginning? Definitely. Is it perfect? No. Do I still struggle? Yes. Okay, but I want you guys to understand that when you notice that, you have the power right then and there to redirect it. So if you spend that powerful moment where you've realized you're thinking in a way that doesn't serve you, and you start to tumble down a way that doesn't serve you, that's not good. You're, in a sense, you're defeating the purpose. However, if you notice, you're aware that you're starting to take it down that path, cut it off when you notice it, bring it back, breathe a little bit, tell yourself it's okay to have those thoughts, it's okay, but we can't go there anymore. I understand that these are thoughts that people have, these are thoughts that I have, but these are thoughts that no longer serve me. So now I'm going to shift focus into thoughts that do serve me. It's going to take time. It's going to take practice. The more you do it, the easier it gets. In the beginning, guided meditation's probably going to be your best friend. Journaling is going to help till eventually you'll get to the point where you can do it in your brain. You don't have to sit there and meditate every morning and every night, or take a break at work to meditate because you're losing it at work. Whatever you need to do to shift that focus, do whatever you need to do to shift that. But mindfulness is number one. You have to be aware that you're having those thoughts. You have to be aware that you're taking it too far so you can bring it back and shift it, okay? Don't worry about, oh, I made a mistake, I need to fix it. No, you don't need to fix it. Just redirect it. Just redirect it. Don't think about, oh, I need to flip it to a positive thought. No, you don't. Just redirect it. Redirect it to a positive thought, yes. But you don't need to flip whatever it was that was negative taking you down that path to a positive. You don't have to flip that to a positive. Just redirect it. So if the negative thing that you're thinking about is you're afraid of getting in a car accident and you've tumbled down that path of, oh my gosh, what am I going to do if I get in a car accident and my kids don't have a mom anymore and my husband doesn't have a wife anymore, and what about this and what about that, and you're freaking out, right? The moment you notice it, stop it and shift it. I don't care if what you shift it to is a happy memory you had at Disneyland. It's a happy, positive memory that we're redirecting our thought and our focus to, okay? You don't have to shift it and try to say like, oh, it's all in God's plan if I'm to get in an accident. Everybody will be okay. We'll figure, you don't have to do all of that. Just switch it over as fast as you can, okay? It doesn't have to be related to whatever negative thing it was at all. It does not have to be related. Just switch it. Get in the habit of immediately switching to something that makes you happy, something that's positive, something that you want to achieve in life or that you're working towards. Get excited, get happy, get positive, and stay there. And the moment you realize you're going backwards, be aware of it, cut it off, and shift it. If you go backwards again, be aware, cut it off, and shift it. If you go backwards again, be aware, cut it off, and shift it. You honestly, you might have to do this 300 times a day. You know how many thoughts we have in a day? Like thousands or hundreds of thousands of thoughts in a day. Some of them, it's easy. They just fly through, we get rid of them, right? Some of them hit us, and we start to think about it. If it's a good feeling, good emotion, happy, positive, go ahead and think about that. Take it as far as you can. But if it's a negative emotion, if it's something bad, if it's something that's causing you to feel not right, cut it off, stop it, and redirect it as many times as you need to. And eventually, that's not going to be a thing that pops up anymore. It's not going to be something that bothers you anymore because you've redirected it so many times. Your sole focus is more on these happy, positive things. You'll continue to keep thinking happy, positive things. And you'll start to build that mental, what do they call it, fortitude, your little castle up here, your strong, that I talked about before, that strong foundation that you need. You'll start to build that. So when something says, hey, we miss you, oh, it gets stopped. You ain't getting close to me no more. You stay back there, right? Because you've built it up. But step number one, you need to be more aware and more mindful, and then start making the transition. Don't beat yourself up. Move on from it and do it as many times as you need to. Okay? So I hope that this helped you guys. If you have a friend who's an overthinker, this is the video for them. Please share it with them, because I'm telling you, I was the same exact way. That's what I still struggle with to this day. This is the thing that has helped me the most, has made the most drastic changes, because you can't do the other steps until you are aware that this is occurring and you're able to stop it and redirect it, okay? Then you can start changing the belief. Then you can start adjusting those thoughts. Then you can start doing that. But you can't do that without going through this first, okay? So I hope you all enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys in the next one.